Okay, and we're rolling. Thank you, everybody, for being here. There's Sunday going up in style again, and this time we have a proper presentation of our new sponsor, Sky Zephyrs. These guys reached out to me because they just loved what I was doing with Spelljammer over the years, and they wanted to get involved and help kind of like do the leapfrog thing. So what these guys did was they created, well, you know how with Spelljammer 5e, the controversy surrounding that was the ship-to-ship combat rules. They weren't very technical. They were very basic compared to like the older school stuff and some of the more advanced rule systems out there. So Sky Zephyrs, this actually has the optional rules for ship-to-ship combat that I recommend. The more advanced rules are better for like adults to play with. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if anybody out there that happens to listen to this wants to check out some cool alternate rules for ship-to-ship combat, as well as like all types of really other cool Spelljammer stuff that could really be incorporated into 5e settings, then go ahead and use our 10% off coupon code, which is the Raven Queen, when you check out. That way, our sponsor knows that our server sent you their way. All right. Have you guys seen any of this online yet? The Sky Zephyr stuff, other than just what we've been talking about lately?
I have not.
No.
What's a Sky Zephyr?
That's like a Spelljammer, basically. It's just different style Spelljammer, and well, they're kind of like a lot of these Sky Zephyrs that I've seen. A lot of them are like kind of like air balloon, like blimpy ships and stuff. I flipped through the whole book. I spent like 3 hours with it and really liked it. Like I really, really like. I could not break myself away from it when I got my copy. I really couldn't
Well,
close it until I finished it.
my
Got through everything.
my understanding was the Sky Zephyr is like a Zeppelin balloon, which is different than a Spelljammer ship because normally Spelljammer ships you travel on water,
Mm-hmm.
but not in
Well,
the atmosphere, not in the air. Whereas the Zephyr, it's basically you travel in the air, and then if you put a Spelljammer helm on there, away you go into wild space in the astral plane.
yeah, yeah, right, right. So basically, they're like airships. Most all of them that you see, they have they're like big air balloons that are holding them aloft and whatnot. And
Zeppelin.
they're like zeppelins, man, and they're cool. They're fucking cool. I really like it. And matter of fact, the whole community out there has really gotten behind Sky Zephyrs from what I've seen because there's talk that it's going to be nominated for an Emmy, some like it's like the indie game or indie RPG Game of the Year awards, that type of thing. So, yeah. And who knows?
So what makes Sky Zephyrs different than other sky ships that might already be out in this world?
Well, one thing is I noticed the rules when I was reading it. You got really good um, air-to-air combat rules, which are virtually non-existent anywhere else. So these guys have put in a lot of effort and a lot of work in developing the air combat rules.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And hey, it's just a product that I believe in. So check that out. And remember, coupon code Raven Queen. Get 10% off that. Okay? So, next on the docket, Barovia. To it.
Barovia!
Barovia! Pendragon, take us back deep, all the way to when Whisper was last involved because she has since disappeared somewhere off into the castle and hasn't been seen since.
Okay, well, since Whisper and Rain and King Chuck have joined us, um, there have we have been exploring Castle Ravenloft. We have fought off some undead. We've fought off a bunch of spiders, and we have shared some stories about what is going on in this world in general. And what we have shared with each other is that long rests means we wake up somewhere else. When we first came here, we were here in Barovia, and and we were put on a mission to try to help this young lady who was becoming a vampire. And as we set off to go help her, when we took our first long rest, we woke up somewhere else. And this other place had never heard of Barovia, and we were put on another mission. And when we fell asleep on that mission, we woke back up here in Barovia, trying to help the young lady who's becoming a vampire. And then we came to Castle Ravenloft, and that is where you all joined us. Since then, we have been making our way through the castle, trying to find Baron von Strahd, and we have fought off undead, we've fought off spiders, we have been searching around. We found a bookkeeper locked away, and he informed us that in the chapel in the basement of this castle, there's some weapons that would be very helpful in fighting off the Baron. But he was not interested in being rescued because he really didn't think we stood a chance. So we left him in his place, and we went searching for the chapel. And when we found it, we found inside this woman. She was screeching and bleeding, and as we peeked over the balcony into the chapel, she disappeared into mist, and the mist just floated out of the room. And so then Chuck and I decided to stay up on this balcony overlooking the chapel, acting as lookouts. And the rest of the party went down the stairs and into the chapel. And as they were approaching and searching, first thing, Vinka found this magical hilt. And as she took it, it joined with her dagger. And that dagger is now a magical dagger. Does extra damage, does +3 damage regularly, but even more against undead. And so as she took that, then suddenly 3 of the vampire ladies reappeared and the fight began. And we did eventually fight them all off, got them out of there. And as we searched the chapel just to be sure there was nothing else, we found another hilt. And the same one, it's the same concept. This one will turn any sword into a +3 sword with +5 against the undead. So we have taken these 2 weapons, and we left the chapel in search of Baron von Strahd. We took a short rest, and we have now made our way down to the foyer, where Chuck very kindly cleared the bats that were flying around there. And we were just about to begin exploring the rest of the castle.
Right, and where we last left off, the party was in the foyer area, just beyond the gatehouse, the entrance of Castle Ravenloft. And as we pick things up tonight, I'm going to change the map over. And Saz, I'm sorry, your character's name again is it's Whisper, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you had gone off searching for shinies or what have you, right? As the party elevated their position and went upstairs, you went down below into the catacombs searching for treasure. And
He's got ADHD.
yeah, there you go. And you are now up from a set of steps from which actually took you all the way down to the catacombs. And as you reached ground level, you hear what must be your new friends clanking around just outside the stairwell. Mm-hmm. How do you wish to proceed? Are you going to roll right up on them, or are you going to kind of stealth on in? It certainly seems like them.
I'm gonna stealth on in.
Roll stealth check. Fantastic roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry about that twice.
Very cool. So I'm putting your token on the map. So you have visual. The rest of the party doesn't see you. And I will put a little stealth icon there for you. As Caddy Bree seems to, this little girl, she probably don't even know her by name yet. She has her back turned to you and she's speaking with the party that is, they're kind of like in a, think of it as like a smoking circle in the middle of the foyer. And they seem to be huddled up doing their thing as you're speaking. So Whisper is spying upon y'all. What are you talking about? What's going on, guys? I'll give you the floor.
Oh, we probably are trying to decide where we want to go, right?
Yep.
We actually decided already that we want to go over here.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
totally missed that or forgot that in the ensuing week, but that makes sense.
yeah. Donnie Calibre wanted us to go and finish the first floor before moving on with the castle. So
Yeah.
we went back down because there was this hall over here, if I remember correctly. But just at the entrance over here, there were the beds on the ceiling.
That you
So
that you just took. Are there dead bats on the ground again?
there should be.
Okay, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
pick up a couple of those again. Feed one to my cat.
Kitty loves it.
Yeah,
She's like Ozzy Osbourne with the show.
I thought we already saw this door. It leads to the chapel, right?
Yes.
But there,
You
Yeah.
might be
I
right.
think we were going that way because there's another door off this way from the chapel that we didn't go in
Oh,
when we were done
okay.
fighting. But as far as I recall, we were told that there was a Nosferatu something guarding the chapel, so we might
It
have
was a
that fight.
demon.
Well,
Yeah.
there was the demon inside, but I thought there was something outside too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are heading back into the chapel. Yes, that was the decision.
Sounds good.
Set your marching order and move on in there, unless you just want to casually walk through the Dark Lord's castle. Like, hey,
Don't
this is
I
our
don't
place
think we
now.
want to casually walk through the Dark Lord's castle. That
No,
sounds like a
I think this is a
bad idea.
stealth. Okay.
Jack has no idea of using his brain. He doesn't know how to do that. So
I
it
could
would be,
send Kat in that hallway to see if there's anything there first. But it does require opening a door to let him in.
and I will open the door nonchalantly, looking at Vinka. Would that be okay?
As I mean, it's a big enough crack to let a cat slip through.
Yep, it looks just right.
Uh,
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll send the cat through, and I will be looking through his eyes. So what do I see?
It's a long, dark hall, elevated ceiling, and set of double doors at the end of the hall open wide into the grand dark cathedral beyond.
So there's nothing in here.
Seemingly, the path is clear.
Okay.
I look up to the ceiling. We've already met with spiders on the ceilings of this very same looking corridor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll just say doesn't seem like there's anything in there. We can probably proceed with caution.
the cat doesn't perceive danger. Uh, Chuck, even yourself, cracking the door open, looking up on the ceiling, you don't see any webbing up there or anything like that.
I will enter the door and say, "It seems safe. Let's go."
I would like to take up the rear, if that's okay.
Yeah,
I want to
sounds
watch our
good.
backs.
I'll be not second, but third in. So if someone else wants to go in first or before me, not first.
I'll go for. I'll go in after Chuck.
And I make myself known that I'm back in the party here, and I guess I'll be next to last.
Isn't known, you know what I mean? Like, because I imagine that's pretty dramatic. Or are you gonna be as like silent as possible and just like show up and just like start
I'm just
walking
kidding.
along like you've
She's
always been
just
there?
silent as possible, and she just starts marching right on. It was like all of a sudden she's there.
I'm like,
So if you're next to
I'm
last, then you're right
last.
next to me. I'm like, hey, Whisper, dude, you missed the fight. Where you been?
Ah, exploring?
Anything cool?
No, not really.
Okay, well, come
Sounds like
this
you
way.
guys had all the fun.
Yeah,
We had some crazy ladies.
I shot one guy's head off.
Hey, it's life in the Dark Lord's castle, right? Kind of feel that sensation, you know. This big, grandiose place might be the fanciest place you've ever been in, and the darkest as well. And you really feel those dark vibes washing over you, and especially when you get into the cathedral and you see there the altar and the pew, the morning Lord, or just everything towards the elevated area in the far back of the the sanctuary. Just a bunch of dust and bones all littered around, scorch marks on the ground from the burning, disintegrated vampires that you've taken care of. Just well, relatively, what, probably what, maybe an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Were you joining us?
yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, you were the one that we wanted to go which way?
Really, I don't care now. It's okay. I just wanted to know, is it considered beneath my station if I shoot somebody in the ass?
No.
Good. The next vampire I see, I'm going to shoot him right up the wazoo.
Okay. Well, that's you said the double doors are over here, is that right?
Oh no, back here is actually that's where you have like the altar and the lectern and the raised stage area where the cleric would, you know, give his
Oh, so it's over here that we hadn't explored.
right. So over
I just
here
hadn't.
you have a big grand staircase. Actually, it's large circular staircase that goes up and down. And over here, there's another staircase that looks more there for utility, where this one here looks more grandiose.
Well, I think the one over here is where we entered originally for the fight, so we know where that goes. This is the one that we don't know about. Chuck leading the
Uh,
way.
do we want to go up or do we want to go down?
I want to
Chuck
go
will,
up. I think the
yeah,
count would
Chuck
be
will move the
upstairs.
lantern.
Yeah,
Let's go
let's
up.
go up. Maybe we'll find a nice room and we'll find the Baron.
But keep in mind, Whisper, while you were searching around, you find the catacombs, you know,
Yes.
or levels. And you know this is a vampire lord's castle. So keep that in mind.
Oh,
You did encounter some undead down there. There are a lot of zombies and the likes. So that's all you know of what they would encounter if they were to go that way.
Gotcha. So that would be down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I lead the group upwards the stairs.
Up, and away. Give me a moment to update the map. Actually, so as you trudge up the steps, The stairwell is not quite as tight as the stairwells that you've used before. This set of stairs, you can actually walk two abreast. And as you make your way up, Javinka, last but not least,
I
Go.
can't get mine up there. Oh,
Should be good to go now. Okay. Did I just call? I called Pivinka, didn't I?
Yeah, I was like, wait a
Yeah.
second, I'm up there already.
Hey, don't feel bad. You know, parents do that to their children all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't mix up your kids' names, are you really a parent?
I feel this.
So anyway, it looks like these steps they well they lead up to the next level, to that second level where you guys have well pretty much you've already been up here. Have you cleared the whole area? You're not 100% sure when it comes to the second floor.
Didn't the Baron say that he was going to have us for dinner? That could mean two things. We're guests or we are on the menu.
I say we
Hello?
go to the third floor.
Yeah,
What do I
it's
see here?
Can you pink for me again? My eyes were looking at the script.
K31. What do I see in that corridor?
Oh, nothing much there actually. It just it's a shaft. There's there's a bit of aroma of grease, and the shaft is lined with like a actually well-oiled wood. Kind of fills your nostrils, and
Oh,
there's some intricate machinery about.
huh?
It's a little confusing,
Like a dumbwaiter.
but yeah, it could be something like that, but it doesn't look exactly like a dumbwaiter.
Is it big enough for somebody to fit in?
Yeah, can I get in there and I'll pull myself up because I'm small?
for a cat to climb up or down it.
Uh-huh. That was my thought.
Yeah,
Rogue
better
cat.
idea. Better idea, cat.
Cat's much smaller too. Fits more places.
Yeah, but can you see through your cat's eye? Is that like a familiar, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, what the wizards do?
Yes, it's my familiar.
Oh, wonderful. Then yeah, then that could be the spy for us, right?
Yeah.
So you can slip your cat in there, but you know it may be bye bye kitty because who knows how far down in the darkness that goes.
So there's no way to for a cat to climb
Oh,
along the walls
I
or
mean, yeah,
try to climb the walls.
yeah, but I mean, one wrong move, bye bye kitty.
There are
Yeah, but
some
then
zombies way down below, by the way.
I just summon the cat back later.
Is it the same cat? How do you really know that?
And will it be upset that you let it die?
Yeah, when it comes
Let's
back
go
with
up.
its third life.
Well, okay. Okay, so I won't send Cat through there. I will have Cat poke his head into the corridor, look up and down, try to scramble on the wall, and then as a cat, I'll just jump back out onto the floor and be like, I'm not going back in there. Don't make me do that. Say, be like, well, I guess we're not gonna find out what's in there if there's anything in there for
We
now.
know it's there. We can, we keep that in the back of our mind if we need a wild escape route.
So do the stairs keep going up at all?
Do the steps keep going up? You bet they do.
Yeah, it's on the third floor.
Let's keep on going up. Because we've been on this level, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
This is where we took our rest.
So
we
let's
fought a
keep
bunch
on.
of things.
All right, let's keep on going up, 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 up.
I will lead the
And
way again. Yeah, go ahead, Donnie. Sorry.
if you guys don't mind, I'll take point. I'll pull out my greatsword, and I'll take point.
And if you guys want to set up your marching order officially, will I read ahead? Take a minute to do that. Thank you.
I want to stay watching our backs.
Yeah, I want to stay about the middle.
I can't move as fast as all of you, so I will go in the back. Trust me, they cannot hit a dwarf.
Are you playing a dwarf?
The two shorties are in the back.
Well, Candy's not that tall. She's only, what, 5'5", 5'3"?
I think I'm like 3-something.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
still
you're
taller
short.
than our halfling.
Yeah, she's short.
Yeah, I'm 4 feet.
You know, and you see that Candy's getting frustrated. She's saying, where's the vault? Where's the loot? We need the money.
You guys really are short. My character's 5'7" and she's a cat.
No
I don't
comment on the
remember if I
size.
said how tall my character is. I did not give her a height yet. She's
What's her base? Like, you're not human, right? I
Yeah,
know you're
she's
Hexblood, but what were you
Hexblood,
before
but
Hexblood?
unclear, probably human.
Oh, I thought you were Tabaxi.
No.
I'm Tabaxi.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 4'5", so yeah, you're even taller than me.
Wow, am I the tallest one here?
Well,
No.
how tall are you? Chuck
5'7".
is
Oh no, Chuck's
okay.
the biggest one. Okay.
Chuck's the biggest, then you, then me, because I'm 5'5". Well, actually, no, I'm 5'3". I'm 5'3".
See, but if you count my ego, I'm like 10 foot tall.
20 feet tall. Oh, lovely.
And I killed my ego. Now I'm better than everybody else. You ever heard that one?
And Caddy Bree starts singing a foreign song, and she's saying, "It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, a wonderful day in the neighborhood."
Thorne's just believing that since he has been with you all, nobody has been touched by an enemy. So, Morden is, dwarf gods are with us.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Praise be to Moradin and Dumathoin, because Caddy Bree has just prayed to Moradin, and wonders of wonders, he answered her.
Well, there is actually where you might expect there to be a door that leads you up to that next level of Castle Ravenloft. There is just wall, just stone block wall, and the steps keep going as if the the stairs miss this particular floor. Very odd, and may provoke suspicion.
It's not odd. There's a secret door there. Can somebody search the wall, please?
I
Who's
can.
ever
It
good
provokes
at
me
it?
enough to like run my hands all along the
Wait.
wall,
Why?
trying to investigate if I can find anything. Maybe not. Can't see anything.
Who's got good investigation should go look. Come on, look at it.
I mean, I have a
Brown's never
+5,
to
but
see
I rolled
anything.
badly, so.
Does anybody else have good
Thrain just rolled a
investigation?
20. Take a look. Thrain just rolled a 23 perception check.
There you go, Thrain. What a buddy.
Booyah. All right. Great roll. And with that, Thrain finds one particular flagstone that's set in the wall, just a little further out than the rest. It's not exactly leveled correctly either. It's a little loose from its position and its mortaring. So you would recognize that something is not quite right with that stone. And in fact, you are certain that there's something up.
Thrain's gonna look over at Cadbury and go, "Are you serious? Last you missed this? A beardling could have seen this," and he's gonna push the stone in.
Okay. You push the stone in, but it does not compress. But you recognize that it's loose enough, and about the size of a shoebox. It's loose enough to perhaps be removed from its placement there.
Oh, hold on. Thrain, you're the master mason. You should know how to figure this out. Come on.
About Whisper, our rogue.
Well,
I'm gonna pull
Thrain,
the stone out.
Yeah, this kind of sounds like some rogue shit, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the stone out
Sounds
and
like
bring
Sure, I
Whisper
can
up.
take a look at it.
Whisper's world. Mm-hmm.
well, Thrain said he was already taking it out.
All right. So Thrain removes the stone, and Whisper would probably be immediately using her secret rogue guild tricks that have been, they've been perfected throughout countless generations. And her tabaxi vision, passively, just glancing around anyway, you would see that there's just darkness within that cavity. But you certainly suspect something.
It's very, very dark. I can't see anything.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like magical darkness.
Wait,
Oh
you
no.
said the
Can't see
size of
through
a
it.
shoebox? That's totally big enough for a cat to crawl through.
But it's a depression. It's like an alcove in there, and it's all dark in there. But somebody's got to be able to see in there in order to disarm it or to open it.
I guess if our tabaxi didn't see through there, a cat's not going to see anything more, would they?
It might be magical darkness if you guys can't see through it. So we need a wizard or somebody or a mage to dispel that darkness.
Although
Don't
I
think
will
we
go
have
there
one.
and I will go there and shove my hand inside it. My left
Oh.
bottom armor.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Thrain's
Thrycreen
just
can
gonna be
grow
shaking
those
his
back,
head.
right? Like lizard tails.
No, I don't think so.
Roll dexterity save.
Well, isn't he immune to poison? Pretty much, right?
I don't think I do. I don't think I have a poison resistance.
Mm.
I could try dispel magic. I mean, I guess I would want to do detect magic first and then dispel magic if there's anything in
Well,
there.
Wait,
that,
what happened? What happened to me, Olo?
yeah, he already put his hand in there, so we got to
Yeah.
find out.
Okay. Roll dexterity save because suddenly the compartment starts vibrating, and you hear clanking
Mm-hmm.
noises coming from within the wall.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and if you want to move your hand out quickly, I understand that. You roll dexterity save if you want to take that instinct, or do you keep your hand there? Like
I keep my
potentially
hand in there.
Okay.
Very courageous.
Okay.
We're proud of you. And let's hope you don't lose that hand.
It's not an important hand. It's just a secondary arm.
Mm. Well, you can always grow it back with greater restoration.
Yep. And with that, kapow! You feel sharp pains all over your appendage, and there is this it's like fire. The pain from all directions upon the points of impact, like creates a circuit, like a matrix of fire that shoots through your veins, pumps with the beating of your heart, and your entire insides feel like they're on fire, a flame that throbs with your heartbeat. You are going to take some poison damage, sir.
Do we see what's going
And
on with him?
yeah, go ahead and roll a constitution save. See how bad it looks visually. You know, if you just immediately fall out, or if you sit there and you take the pain like a thrycreen from the gladiator pits or something. Let's see here.
Hold on. I'll activate my tactical mind at this point. Actually, no. I think it's just for ability checks. Never mind.
Are we able to see what's going on? Do we notice that he's hurt? Or
Not
we don't
yet.
know what's going on yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
And no, cyclones don't have any poison resistances. At least not in my character sheet.
22 poison damage. And you would
Okay.
remove your
Holy moly.
appendage, which looks like fucking Hellraiser. It's got so many pins on it.
God. So we see
What
that
is it,
now,
man?
right?
I lose my hand? Is that it?
No, you didn't lose it. It's just
No.
you have pins, probably like 30 pins. Like for
Okay.
sewing or something, like needles,
Mhm.
all over your appendage, up your and down your hand and your wrist into your forearm.
Yikes.
I
Okay,
can
I'm
puncture
Yeah.
gonna
some
be
of
like,
it.
no, give him, come here, give me that arm, and I'm gonna slowly start picking them out, and as I do,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna
wait.
put
I'm not
cure
taking my
wounds.
hand out. And
You're
I
not,
haven't
you're
taken
not?
my hand out.
Oh, you
Nope.
haven't?
Nope. Unless DM rules
Oh,
that
no,
I have
Oh
to.
no,
he's,
I don't rule it, but like if at least like if you would if you would probably instinctively at least retract your appendage a little bit, enough for the rest of the party and for yourself, of course, to understand it's a bad situation. And then this guy he keeps his hand in that doom situation, right?
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
Any, I
Chuck, are
would
you
like
okay?
to,
Chuck?
yeah, let's get that arm out of there, please.
Although, do I find something? I sent my hand inside to look for whatever inside this area.
Roll a perception check at
Is it
a,
perception? I can see it. It's literally touch.
no, I think it's perception. I typically give you an advantage on it if you're able to bypass the trap, but I would want to give you a disadvantage because of the injury, so I'm going to give you a straight roll, okay?
Yeah, and
A
I'll
straight
activate
perception roll.
now. Now I'll activate the tactical mind to get another roll.
This is like that Indiana Jones scene where they have to reach through all the insects to find the lever
Oh,
to
yeah.
open the door.
Oh,
Exactly so, yes. And that grossed me out. It's
Yeah,
so
terrifying scene.
so when he pulls his hand out, would I notice that that's poison in his appendage?
He hasn't pulled it out yet.
you haven't pulled it off.
Put it
No.
out a little bit so he could see, and put his hand right back in.
Did anybody notice any of the pins in his appendage as he partially took it out?
Oh, yeah.
But would I know that's poison?
Well,
You would
that's a good
know it
question.
just passively. You don't have.
Passively.
Yeah, your buddy hasn't told you anything as far as that's
No, but
concerned.
Cadbury
As far as his
saw it,
feeling.
and so Cadbury saw it, so Cadbury will say, medic. We need a medic.
So just for the flavor, Cyclones cannot speak, so even if he shouts out of pain, it won't sound like a shout. You will hear some kind of a clacker, like his his mouth will do that clanking noise while he gets the damage. It will sound like something like that. So it's intangible, and that's why I haven't really responded and explained. And since he's with an actual goal of why he sent his hand inside, so as soon as he sent it inside this hole, he won't start explaining. He's in a rush. He's nervous and whatnot. So yeah, I rolled 14 on perception.
Okay. And you can tell by Chuck's just his whole body language. His whole body language speaks Indiana Jones quote. Will he wearing? Uh, there could be a lot of. What was another quote from that? Was it all going to die? There are going to be two dead people out here, or whatever. I don't know. Like, oh, fuck. Now I got to watch that movie all over again.
I think it was there was. I think that was it. There's going to be two dead people out here.
No, the most famous quote from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is when the young Key, the young Chinese boy actor, says, "Okie dokie, Dr. Jones." That's my favorite.
Oh yeah. It's the shit. Wasn't that the kid from Goonies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
was.
Kwai Key or something. His name is like that.
Hope Hollywood didn't ruin his life too much.
No, he's having a moment right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I think he got an Oscar for that one.
No shit.
Yeah, he's having a renaissance now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well
And
deserved.
for many years, he was down in the dumps. He made a comeback.
Although
And
I
they had
have a
a
request.
reunion. He and Harrison
Moving
Ford had a
on.
reunion.
Although I have a
Sorry.
request.
Hmm?
The reason I sent my hand inside is because I have proficiency in sleight of hand. Since this is literally without seeing and just sensing with my touch, could we make it a sleight of hand check instead? I think it's more suitable here.
Well,
The difference is a +8 compared to a -1.
actually, you find something with 14. Okay.
Yeah.
And what you find is there seems to be a a lever.
I'll pull it.
Mm-hmm. And you had to use your perception to reach a little further in, past the pane, to find it, and then you crank that baby like a slot machine handle or something, and oh boy, yeah, the walls start rattling, and there's this grinding sound, and the wall in front of you with that cavity that has your hand in it, it opens outwardly. And now you really see it. You really see the damage done to that appendage with all the needles all over it. And your hand is probably shaking a bit.
Yeah, as soon as I pull the lever, I will immediately take my hand out, obviously. So yeah.
Somebody needs to take care of that. It doesn't look
Uh,
good, guys.
yeah, if you come over here, I can start pulling those needles out and use cure wounds on you.
And I'll answer telepathically to all of you. Thank you. Thank you for worrying about me.
If Thrain's gonna walk up to you and smack your hand that's been hurt, why before she takes the needles out, and call you a darn fool. This is why Whisper's with us. She could have gotten in there and gotten that out, and you didn't have to sacrifice your hand. He's gonna smack your hand one more time, just so you understand that was dumb.
I was willing to try.
You see? No, that's something Chuck actually expected.
That's right.
Although, not
That's
trying to
amazing.
sound, crappy or anything, but I am glad it's not my hand. Because I only have
Well,
I only
Yeah, I
But if you
unfortunately only get you 4 health points back.
if you take the needles out and give the cure wounds, what if Chuck is poisoned? Is the poison going to continue?
We don't know if he's poisoned or not. We just
Yeah,
know
we
he got
don't
Oh,
messed
know.
up.
well, we'll find out sooner or later, right?
Yeah,
Watch
cure
those
wounds does
veins.
not fix the poison. So
So, Hollow, if I go over and inspect his arm, does it look like it's been poisoned?
Medicine check.
Hope I don't roll like I did last night.
New character, new dice.
Yeah. Roll level one.
Hmm.
You can certainly tell uh, that these just logically, common sense, this could very well be a collection of poison needles. When you look at Chuck and you look at him eye to eye, his pupils are dilated, his eyes are bloodshot, his appendages are trembling. Yeah, he looks like he's been poisoned.
Oh,
Like the
You're a
oh,
poison
darn fool.
condition.
oh,
He's gonna
shiitake mushrooms.
he's
He's
gonna
no
gra-
good.
he's gonna grab his arm and go, "You're a darn fool," and cast protection from poison, which ends the poison condition.
And then you all immediately see relief wash over Chuck because those foggy, bloodshot eyes just clear right up like that. Like you just drop Visine in them or something.
Thank you, Swain. I appreciate it. I feel much better. He says
Next
it
time you
while
lose the arm.
having lots of nails in his arm.
Caddy Bree goes up to Chuck and her signature angry face, she says, "Don't ever do that again. Please. We don't
Well,
want to
I
lose
didn't see
you."
a reason to stay here. There was no reason to open the door. I just wanted to move on.
Oh, she's angry and she says, "Don't do it again. You want needles? I'll give you a few needles. Don't do it again."
Yes, ma'am. Chuck
okay,
says it. Chuck
is
says
there
it like he's a child and his mother is whipping his butt. He's like raising his head to the ceiling and says, "Yes, ma'am."
Let's move on, guys. Caddy's taking point. She's not messing around. She pulls out
Yep.
her great sword and she goes through.
Ooh, okay. And you move forward, but you may hesitate when you see once your eyes adjust and with the dust in the air and the darkness there because there's no light beyond this door aside from which you bring and you see an ancient hall that is choked with spider webs. The dusty forms hide the very walls and the ceiling. The webs are broken by this single cleared path down the center of the hall from left to right. And there's a set of big stone double doors off to the right, and then just a blank wall off to the left.
Do any of the webs look connected and not broken? Are you
Perception
looking at
check.
the ceiling?
Well, perception.
Okay. Coming up. One sec. $17.
These webs look old and dusty, unused for ages, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, and you're not
Well,
seeing any sign of spider life. No eggs up there. No, these webs, they're not healthy. Old, decayed.
guys, I think it's safe to proceed. I don't foresee any spiders here.
But you can't be 100% sure. You're just glancing around. Uh, as Caddy Bree takes point and looks around, she doesn't see any spiders. She warns you of the webbing. If someone understands spiders better, they may be able to go in there and use their nature senses to give you more information.
Um,
But you
I
might still want to be
will.
cautious from the looks of it.
I will send Cat in to sniff around and use a nature check to see if Cat sees anything more than Catty Bree. Would my cat get the same bonus to nature rolls as I would?
Yeah, basically, because like you're looking through its
Oh,
vision, so
barf. Okay, I'm changing dice.
really, man.
He's just the
Age
cat's just
dice.
distracted, gets web on his fingers, and starts doing that thing where when you see a cat with tape on it, like trying to get it from paw to paw, and it's just stuck. And I'm like, oh, you're
like,
useless.
like when you
Stop.
hit a cat with silly string.
Yeah.
Not that I ever did that. I don't recommend it. It could be considered cat abuse. I'm just imagining that's what it would be like. So anyway,
As far as I can tell, it's safe
looks
enough,
good.
but cat's kind of worthless right now.
Okay, Thrain's going to make his way up to the top because he doesn't want to see it yet a repeat of what just happened, and he's going to take his own little gander in there since we have a human leading us into the darkness. 28.
Huh.
That's not high at all.
Brain, you press your way out there, and you're in the middle of that hall. And this is like a 20-foot wide hall. Big tall ceiling, dark. Ends at a dead end off to the left, and then that big set of stone double doors to the right, covered in dust. They look strong and resolute. And you also notice that upon that big set of double doors, well, ah, there is a big keyhole. As if not only are they heavy, they are locked by physical security.
I do know how to pick locks.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm calling Whisper up.
Oh, Whisper's tail might instinctively start wagging because she knows
Yep.
what a vault door looks like when she sees.
She's going to go up to it and start looking around, investigating it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Guidance. Add a d4.
Ha.
Damn good roll. Okay, excellent. Well done. And oh yeah, you recognize that trapped. Like you don't see any arcane glyphs, no magical warding symbols, no mechanical traps. You check out the keyhole. You check out every little thing. You you investigate these double doors with your full-on cat burglar prowess, and you come to the conclusion that this door is simply protected by a very well-made lock.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to attempt to. Well, okay, hold on. Let me do the. Can I tell if it is actually locked right now or not? Did I at least try the door before I even go through all of that, the rest of the work?
Hey,
I
that's
was
out
just
of
about to
player.
say, let's try it first.
Yeah. That's out of player normalcy. How dare you check the door?
Right?
Well, yeah, after you investigated it, you may feel more confident to check the door without, getting your
Yeah,
head
yeah.
knocked off or something. So, yeah, you go ahead and you check the door, and oh, it is is firmly set in place. The door has these big, kind of like like door knockers, those big like ring handles or something that you use to knock on fancy doors that cost tons of money, usually. Or sometimes you might have the cheap little knockers for regular people like us. Well, this has big fancy knockers, and when you go to pull one open, yeah, it that door does not budge. It is secured. It's locked.
So I'm going to get my tools out and get to work.
I'm going to tell everybody to form in a circle around her to make sure nothing comes at her and tries to mess with her while she's doing this.
Makes sense. I will get all up in there looking out at the spider webs, trying to convince Cat to do more than just try to get spider webs off of his paws.
What do I need to roll?
Okay, go ahead and roll your thieves' tools.
And you have guidance again.
Let's see if I can get better than 1. Sweet.
Look at
We
that.
gonna get some treasure.
She just does not roll less than 20 so far tonight. When it comes down to it.
Don't jinx it.
Oh no. Yes, ma'am. Okay, you hear the clickety clacky of the locks the way you like to hear that clickety clack when you got your thieves' tools in there, and you're able to turn that baby, and you don't even break one of your picks, and that door is unlocked, and yeah, you didn't set off any traps or anything. Good job. You can breathe a sigh of relief, it seems.
Sweet.
Huh.
Good job.
What's
Nicely
next?
done.
Now, looking into the vault, do we see anything that could possibly, fire things at us since it seems that this guy likes to trap things?
Well, she
Ooh,
unlocked the door. She didn't open it yet.
Yeah, I
That,
haven't opened it. It's
yeah,
unlocked though.
yeah. She did the finesse work. Those look like big stone doors. They got to be heavy.
yeah, I can open them. I'm strong enough.
Hello, can you check for a second Discord? There might be a problem on my side, permission wise.
Let's see.
And as far as I can tell from this side, there's no traps.
Ooh.
Don't know about the other side.
Yeah, don't worry about it, hello. I know how to play as if I don't know. Don't worry.
Is my lighting blown out?
Yes.
I think it's totally blown out. Okay.
So it's for everyone, not just me.
Yeah, it's
Guys, we
Yeah.
everyone.
don't see the picture, we don't know anything.
Actually, I have a full screen, and it's an
I know.
old picture of a courtyard or a castle.
Well, yeah. Just don't
Noise.
scroll around anywhere. There. It's gone now.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, now
Says,
I
it's
wasn't
it's,
paying attention anyways.
It's okay.
no,
You
you
didn't.
have to
You
do
didn't. You
that.
didn't see all of my secrets.
No,
We have
we
no
don't
idea
There's
what
see
happened.
anything.
5 million
Didn't finish it.
monsters. They're all zombies. We've got to kill them all.
Oh, that's easy enough. We'll do that.
That's actually how we look at it.
1 million monsters,
Absolutely.
that's not even enough for one satellite.
No, I said 5
No.
million.
5 million may be a challenge for us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. No, 10 million would be difficult. 5 million, that's still doable. Hello, I open up. I'm trying to push open the door by using my immense strength. But
So hold on just 1 second, please. Because Calibre is at the front, I will be at the back. I will close the force.
What's that?
okay,
Okay,
now we went to black.
I think
We
what we're
didn't do anything.
the screen went black.
If you scroll all the way down to the right bottom, that's where we should be.
All right, let
Because
me
I'll
there's
check
a
check.
for you. Should be
Oh,
good.
there we are. I got it. I see us.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Do I need to roll a strength check on this or can I open it?
I don't know, guys. Are we sending the 16-year-old girl in to open the big, heavy stone doors?
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect idea to me.
Yeah, that
Yep.
sounds exactly
Abs-
like something she would do.
that's
Yeah.
exactly something she would do. She would open it up.
Dwayne's just
Roll,
shaking his head. She's as stubborn as her adopted father.
Mhm.
roll a strength check at a disadvantage. Oh no, that's that doesn't budge it. To you, it feels like it's still locked, but it budges just a little bit. But Whisper knows that it budges more than before she did her finesse work, and it is in fact unlocked.
Hey, I'm going to need some more help up here, guys.
Oh, about time you asked for help last. And I'm going to go join her.
Yeah, I rolled a 16, but that's not enough, eh?
Oh, you rolled a 13 because you had disadvantage.
Oh,
13 with
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
All right, let's try it again. Both of us together now. Heave ho, away we go. Now, is it without disadvantage now since two of us are doing this? Hmm?
With a 3? No.
I am smart, not.
You're supposed to. There's supposed to be checks, not saves.
Oh,
But I tell you what, if you make this fucking teamwork and you get enough elbow grease into it, I would allow the party, since you're spending real time on it, to go ahead and you know take 10, and you can grind that door open. All right, and
exactly what we'll do.
yeah, because in old school like 3.5, they had these optional rules where if the party or a PC is spending enough time on something, you can assume that they rolled a 20 on the die just because, the amount
They kept
of time they're
trying.
spending on it. Right. So if they only spend like X amount of time, you can assume that they take a 10. But since you guys are really taking your time here, I would allow you as a team to take 20 on this. Okay. So the door grinds open angrily. And on the other side, there is this area just filled with dusty cobwebs. You got that musty smell assaulting your senses, obscuring your sight. And there are deep pools of darkness that penetrate the veins of the spidery veils up above. In fact, in the center of the room, there's a rope that dangles from the silken, dusty spider webs up into the darkened ceiling that just looks like it goes up into darkness forever, with the spider webbing just dangling there all about the rope.
This seems a little bit suspicious to us, doesn't it?
Oh, that's definitely a trap.
Yes, clearly somebody's beckoning us to climb up that rope. And I bet you all the gold in the dells that once you grab that rope, instead of climbing up, something's going to fall on your head.
Yeah, anybody got anything to make a fire?
I have a torch and a tinderbox.
Yeah,
Let's
I have
burn
a
all
I have
this down.
tinderbox.
tinderbox and
Yeah, so I
torches
can.
and
I'll light up my torch, and using my spider climb boots, I'll climb up the wall and just start like clearing spider webs
Uh, that
around.
might that might be a little dangerous. Let me light up one of my arrows and I'll ignite it from a distance to be on the safe side.
All right.
I can also use control flames to if Pi is doing that to try to keep the fire away from her.
I
Well,
can
let
also
me.
help climb walls and get rid of spider webs.
Right, I think it's better if I shoot the arrow. Well, I can ignite it. It'll go up fast. Is that okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I light my arrow with my tinderbox, and I shoot into the webs. Start it on
Oh
fire.
no. While they do it, I'm at the back tending to my wounds, using second wind with dice to heal myself back to full HP.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And Palin,
Not Palin, Canterbury.
Caddy, pardon me. Everybody has 100 different names, and I've got 100 different people.
So stop giving me a hard time.
uh,
Damn it.
all right, dude. So, what slot are you popping off here? What'd you say?
I just shot an arrow, a fire arrow,
Just a
into the
fire arrow?
webbing to ignite it. Yeah.
But oh, okay. And the target was the rope itself, or are you shooting it up into the shaft?
I'm shooting it into the webbing that's in here to light up the webbing.
The webbing itself. Now, are you shooting the webbing that is on the walls and everywhere that covers this place, encapsulates this area with its gross gothicness, or are you shooting up into the void up above?
I'll shoot it up into the void because if I shoot it up there and it lights up, we'll be able to see what's up there, and hopefully it will burn a few spiders along the way. Actually, when I shoot it up, it's going to ignite everything and the arrow will spread. So that's what I do.
Okay. Take a shot
Uh,
at an advantage.
Okay.
Thoraine's gonna say, for the record, I was only talking about the rope.
yeah, that's fine. Getting rid of the spider webs is a good idea too.
mm-hmm.
I will cast control flames on this fire so that it is double the brightness of normal fire so that we can see better.
That's good. So I rolled a 26. That'll light her up, I hope.
Okay. And yeah, that lights up the party, all right.
I'll enter stealth in this point
And
behind the door. I have advantage on stealth. 15.
shock, advantage, stealth. Oh, that's going to work out for you. I'll put the stealth condition on you.
Thank you.
As smoke,
Well, my greatsword is put away because I'm using my bow now.
okay, smoke quickly filling up the area. These webs, they light fast, but they fizzle out fast too when they catch. Kind of like strands of hair, right? These are
Mm-hmm.
strands of silk. However, Vinka, Whisper, give me perception checks at disadvantage. Thrain, I'd allow you to. No. Vink and Whisper, actually. Just Vink and Whisper. Ugh,
Oh,
yowza.
that one hurts. 3.
He's keeping the dwarf down.
We are really rolling good today, aren't we?
Whisper so far is rolling better than
Yeah.
mine.
Yes, that
Mm-hmm.
was a disadvantage, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, disadvantage for 11
Oh,
for
so the
the
11.
whisper.
So
The 11 plays.
while smoke is spilling out from the belfry, you would not. Belfry, is that the right word? Okay.
Yeah.
Belfry.
Oh,
And the ladies in the back of the line have their attention stolen by that situation up front because they do not notice a strong mist forming behind them in the grand hallway here. A mist that is slowly forming into humanoid form. And as the darkness shadows your hearts, that is where we are going to jump to our 10-minute smoke break.
Although, just a question. Since I was in the corner of the room, can I see them?
I tell you what,
Oh,
yeah, you did move to the corner, and we didn't exactly specify what direction your line of sight was. So yeah, you probably would common sense wise. So that's a good thing that you bring up.
that's the only place they could see,
Yeah,
actually, because of the door.
okay. So I tell you
Yeah.
what, I would allow you to roll at an advantage, while the ladies had to roll at a disadvantage.
Thank you. 1, 2. Well,
Wow.
It just looks like
I'm not
smoke to
surprised.
you.
Guys, I'm not
Doesn't look like
surprised here.
mist.
These are my usual roles.
Yeah, on par.
He's keeping me from rolling because apparently I am like the all-seeing dwarf.
Well, you're a cleric. Clerics usually have amazing perception.
Whisper's got a good one too. It was just a bad roll.
She's not a cleric. Of course she doesn't get divine rolls.
yeah. Well, let's
Okay.
take that break
10-minute
and
break.
find out later. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
everybody,
talk
throw
about it
yourself
later.
on mute because we're going to switch the scene over to our Sky Zephyrs screen. And if your microphones are on, we'll hear you pouring your drinks. Let's just put it that way. All right. So I'll see y'all in
See?
10. Hey, party people.
Hello.
Hello. So, I was
Yeah.
thinking about Sky Zephyrs a little bit and about just for the practice of it. Like, what if I somehow find the time to do like a Sam Riegel style skit? You know what I mean? Like, write up a Sam Riegel style skit every week, even if it's just like for 20 seconds, right? And like, I slip a couple of you guys a line or two. We go over it quickly before we start the stream, and then we just wrap it out before we get into the recap and all that. Just and we make it fucking hilarious. Like I'm a good
I
comedy
think that would
writer. I
be
can make
cool.
shit funny. That would be neat, right? Good practice. Handed down
I
by
think that would
Sam
be
Riegel.
cool.
Yeah, let's think about that. Yeah, the poor guy. Did you hear about him? Did you hear what happened? He got hit with cancer. The big C.
Yeah, he's good though.
He's good though. Yeah, he beat it. He's good. Yep, he's back rolling and he's
Okay.
doing good. Anyway, let's.
Well, as to your writing the jokes and so forth, and we following up,
Mhm.
I have no problem with that. That's pretty good, actually.
It's a cool
It'll
idea,
help.
right? It'd be fun, and it'd be
Hmm.
good practice for all of us. You know. Okay. So anyway, back to it. Is everybody here? Looks like it.
Yeah, would I sense this creature coming at us?
You wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have sensed the fog. Yeah. Everybody, for the most part, got fooled that it was some type of smoke. You thought like the fog rolling in mixed with the atmosphere of the smoke from the belfry, and
Although just
it's all one smoke cloud.
just remember that I have whip of warning.
Whip of warning. Okay, let's check
Yeah,
that out.
no surprise to our group.
Okay. All right. Fair enough then. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, if Whip of Warning offers no no chance of ambush to the group, the way ambushes work in 2024, a little different if you get caught flat-footed, as they used to say, as we used to say back in the day. Okay, so since you guys are kind of caught flat-footed, but you have the Whip of Warning and all that, and we have the new rules on our side as well, the way it works is
Normal initiative.
it works with like normal initiative. And even if we didn't have the Whip of Warning, you'd still be able to roll into the initiative order. But I believe, without looking up, I think you would roll at a disadvantage if you were
Yes.
actually caught by
Yes, I
surprise.
believe you're correct.
Okay, those are the new rules. So, picking things up where we last left off, updating the map. Suddenly, the mist behind everyone. It gets really cold while the smoke up front is hot, and that frigid, nervous feeling shows up. And Chuck, you would see it first as the mist forms into a humanoid figure, and the figure turns into a shadow of darkness, and something is going on because that shadow grows pale and into a nobleman in a blink of an eye. However, as you're ready, potentially with hands on hilts, on weapons, everybody that has that cold feeling wash over them, and you see that there's something else in the room. There's just actually a bit of a chuckle. So, I see that you have received my invitation. The pale skinned nobleman in the fine clothing gives you a bit of a humble, slight bow upon presentation.
And
Ah,
I,
ah,
And I answer, "Hello, dear Baron. We have come pursuant to your invitation."
Yes, yes, Canterbury. And it's that Vinka. Whisper. Rain. That Chuck, I see you over there, hiding in the shadows. I see right through them.
Yeah, I was thinking that if Whip of Warning warns us, it probably pulls me out of stealth either way. It's probably like ringing or something.
Either way, his stealth didn't seem to work when it came to the BBG.
Yeah, it wasn't high roll.
So, what brings you to dark places other than just taking the bait? I mean, was it the curiosity that led you to your doom here, or no? Look, I'm just kidding. Of course, I could kill you all immediately.
But Herr Baron, you said you were inviting us over for dinner and we were going to have mortal soup.
Oops, I invited you here because I need your help.
Wait, you
Insight
need
check on that shit.
what?
Yeah,
Go ahead, roll
ditto.
insight.
And then, Baron, why is it that you're transporting us back and forth when we sleep? That's not nice.
He needs your help, but you're not sure if it's the blood running through your veins he needs your help with or not. Maybe it could be something else, maybe not. But he speaks with a lot of conviction. You know what, Thrain? Oh, yeah, your consciousness might fight inwardly, but you kind of believe that this guy may have brought you here for a job.
So
Baron,
I'll kind of pipe up and be like, you need a job, you need our help. Well, it'll come at a cost. There's a young lady that we are here to help first. So you want to help us? You want us to help you? You got to help us help her.
but and I pipe up, but Baron, where is your civility and your honor? The household. You said you were having us for dinner with mortal soup. Can't we sit down and discuss things over a nice meal? Of course, you drink whatever you do, but well, at least we'll have some mortal food.
Shall we dine? Because
Yes,
I would love to watch you
that's
dine. It's the only way I can enjoy humanity of food, if you know what I mean. Regular food, human food, mortal food. It just anytime I try to ingest it, it just makes me puke.
I know.
So at least
How,
it would be entertaining for me watching you dine. I would
but
appreciate
if
it.
I may
I'll
ask,
telepathically say to Thrain, I don't understand. Do we kill him or not?
Not yet, lad.
No.
And he will think
Baron,
like body languages gets said.
and I say, Baron, we would be honored to be your guests for dinner, and we can discuss all the issues at the table.
Well, why don't we dine? And the Dark Lord snaps his yellow nailed fingers that are just a bit too long and unmanicured.
The manicure.
That everything changes and you are somewhere else.
I like it when you
Elevator
do
music.
that. I love that
Elevator
music.
music.
The mega ultra happy ending. Dude, I got lost in Wayne's World too. Like a couple weeks ago. That was such a fucking great movie. I don't care what anybody says. It's a great film.
Which one? Which one was
Wayne's
that?
World 2.
Oh, Wayne's World. Yeah,
Saw it
yeah.
in the theater when I
Cool.
was a kid. Yeah, naturally, and it. You know what? People that say Wayne's World doesn't hold up, they're fucking lying to you, or they're just not rock and roll enough. Get it? All right, so you find yourselves back in that main dining room there, just outside the gatehouse, near the main
Mm-hmm.
foyer there, and you're all sitting around the dining room table, grand spread, that dark organ in the back, and Count Lord Strahd Jarvik at the head of the table. And he's sitting there with his legs crossed, and he's got that that position, like that I guess you can kind of like call it the mastermind position, where you put your fingertips together
Oh
instead of
yes,
folding your hands. You're
in
putting
the
your
tent,
fingertips
the
together.
tent position,
The
the
tenth
tent
position.
position.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Go ahead. Enjoy the food. Dine. There's plenty of wine for everyone.
Rayton's gonna look over at the Baron and just go, "Speak plainly. I'm sick of this place. I want to be back at home. What do you want?"
Well, wait a second. I gotta eat
Ugh,
first.
just
Thank you,
ignoring
Baron,
the
for the meal.
pleasantries, aren't we?
No, well, he's not from a noble family, so he is unaccustomed to proper court etiquette. But
As
that's
she
okay.
says that, I start laughing because I remember her last behavior in the couple of last lordly houses we've been in, which was absolutely not appropriate behavior.
Ladylike. No, that's true. That's true. And she winks.
Oopsie.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
and so, but as she does
absolute
this,
hypocrite right
she
here.
grabs a leg of lamb or whatever, and she rips it out, and she's chewing it, and then and as she's chewing it, and pieces are falling down, and juice is coming down her mouth. She speaks with her mouth full, and she says, "Yeah, so what are you looking at here? What do you want us to do there, Baron?"
Well, you, no wine for you. You're too young. But I suggest the venison. It's fresh
Oh yes,
from
it's
the wild.
delicious.
Yes. Please, please drink up. And then
I'll pay
he
for the
takes,
wine.
as you take some of the wine, uh, you
Yeah.
go for a bottle, and perhaps you go for a bottle, and then the count, he snags that bottle away. That's amongst a few different bottles there in the middle of the table. He says, "No, no, you would not want that one." And then he pops the
That's your
cork,
like.
and then he pours a very dark crimson liquid into his own wine glass. The others will be fine for you.
Uh,
Do you have any milk?
Aside from which you bring,
Mm.
mm.
Okay.
we don't even drink water here. It's, as you can imagine, it's either wine or blood.
Baron, just out of curiosity, my uncle Thibbledorf went. He was also afflicted with vampirism or Nosferatuism, but he was able to be cured by the goddess. Is that something that you would like? Would you entertain even the possibility of an idea of returning to mortal
The,
form?
the dragon cannot even return me to mortal kind.
So you, maybe not you, but let's talk again. You have something you want from us, and we have something we want from you. There is a young lady who we have promised to help, and she is becoming vampire. Will you help us turn her back? Maybe we'll consider helping you.
You have a friend who has been stricken by the
Mm-hmm.
curse, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have something to do with that? She's a very beautiful young lady.
It's funny because when you say beautiful young lady, it's like Strahd is staring at maybe like a vein on the side of his neck that no one else can see, as if it's glowing to him. And then he kind of shakes his head. He
My
shakes it off, and he's like, what were we talking about?"
She's already been changed, Herr Baron. The one lady that we were sent
the
on
lady we're
trying to
trying to
find.
help. We are here because we promised to help a young lady who has been saying you've been visiting her. And she's now starting to look a little vampire-y, and we
Not
promised her
not
brother we would.
more than starting to look. She was
Yep,
pretty
yep,
far gone.
She,
yep.
Herr
So
Baron,
you want
she's
us to
already
help you.
turned.
Yeah, you want us to help you. You got to help us help her.
This
Is
is her
she
name,
already?
the mortal that's been cursed to cross over. What is her name?
We don't have. Do you have that?
It's Irina?
Yeah, we do.
Irina, yeah.
Irina. She's with in Griffin Manor.
We believe that she is already Nosferatu.
I have no
She will
idea how
not.
that happened. He takes a sip from his martini blood glass.
We had to constrain her and seal her up. She is not taking any mortal food, and she now has fangs as well. So we believe
She
that the
actually
transformation is completed.
she did actually say that you've been visiting her and that you are in love with her. She used your name specifically. So please stop lying and let's put everything on the table here. What do you want
Know the
and what are
woman
you
I
willing
love.
to give for it?
I know her well, and I tell you that there's no turning back for her. If you could help me find a way to bring her back to the light, and that means that I have a chance of coming back to it. That means that we're all safe, but it's not possible. We're all damned down here. Don't you understand it? You're in the
My
Shadowfell. But I need something from you people, and it's not just your blood. I will allow you to keep your mortality if you leave me Irina and give me what I brought you here for in the first place, which was not just your veins.
what
Sun
are you
Sword.
looking for?
The Sun Sword. I know you have it. You were
What?
crawling around in the Temple of the Morning Lord. The Temple of the Morning Lord that my family had built, and you ran away, which is what I brought you here for in the first place to steal for me. Because I cannot go to that sanctuary. You understand? And I know you have it. I
And,
know you have the blade.
and what would you give for that if we even have it? We have to reach a bargain here, Herr Baron.
Do you have the Sun Sword or not?
Well, let's just say for
Confirm it,
our,
and then we can start bargaining.
I don't think we can confirm or deny the existence and our position of the Sun Sword,
Fucking
but
rules
what we
lawyer.
can, but we can talk about hypothetically what we can receive in return for handing over such alleged divine weapon.
Had you had it on your persons, right?
Had we had another person's, yes, we could still talk about it.
Well, if you
You
did
know,
not have it
I've
upon
had
your persons, then
well,
my thralls would not have been turned to dust and bone a couple of hours ago.
oh, that was just pure entertainment,
Yeah,
Baron. You know
that
that.
was more just normal raiding.
Entertainment!
That's yes, that's more shits and giggles.
I've
But
never seen these types of negotiations before, guys.
Welcome to
so
D&D with America.
They speak humbly.
let me explain a little bit more, Baron. I, being of a fairly noble family, have had dealings with a law firm of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, with offices in the celestial realm and the Avernus and the Prime. And they've given us good examples of the negotiations over the years. And so, it's quid pro quo. You want this alleged weapon. What are you willing to give us in return, since Irina is not on the table?
I will vouch for you to the Dark Lords of Ravenloft to get you out of here. How about that?
No, that's
Sure, the
bullshit
gods can
because
fix
you're the
that.
reason we're here in the first place. You drew us here. You brought us here on your own. You don't get to make it a condition of our release.
Sword,
Fuck that shit.
and then get you out of here with riches beyond your wildest belief. And your
Money?
lives, you
Now
will
we're
be
talking.
back home and you will be stacked.
All right, but you're speaking generalities here, Baron, with all due respect, your nobleness. What kind of money are we talking about?
What
What
kind
kind
of
of gold?
money do you need?
You're
And
also
do you
assuming
have
that
the sun
money is
sword?
all we want.
Show me the sun sword and I will start talking numbers with you. Got it?
No.
Then it's no
I
deal.
don't
We're just
want.
gonna sit here, and he puts his feet up on the table and puts his hands behind the head. We're just gonna sit here until we figure this out.
Chuck mimics him exactly, leg for leg, and arm for arm, and with the other two arms, it's like, yes, let's plan a deal over the next hour. I want to rest.
I will also adapt the same posture and be like, "Why do you assume money is all that is required? Why do
Money
you
doesn't
assume
exist.
we want to leave here?
Well,
There's
Money
more than
meeting.
one person in this negotiation."
that's right. And Caddy B chomps on, she's just devouring that leg of lamb and the potatoes, and she's just going to town. And she says, Baron, your food is incredible. And she's saying that with her mouth full. We need, look, uh, we need something. We need money, and maybe some other items, magical items would be good. Clearly, you desire this
I don't
alleged
know.
weapon.
It seems like he's willing to pay his entire castle for this item. Maybe this item worth more than he has.
So let's get it. The most difficult part in any negotiation is who goes first with the offer. So I say, Baron, it, it's always difficult who goes first. Let's assume, for negotiation's sake, that we have this sun sword. What are you willing to give for it, aside from our freedom?
Well, first of all, I need proof of possession, and you have my word as a noble, which is the only bit of humanity left that I have to hold on to. You have my word as a noble
Okay.
that I will
So-
Yeah,
negotiate
I
with you
don't.
for.
All right.
You have it in your
I don't-
possession.
I
I will
don't-
not just kill you all.
Can I ask a question,
Go ahead.
sir? Well, let's say we don't have it at the moment, but you know where it is.
I know where
and
it
we
is.
could go get it. We
It's-
could go get it.
Then go
But
back
why
into
would
the
we?
sanctuary and get it. It's amongst the dust and bone of my kind, which you put there.
Why would we?
What are you saying?
Why would we?
You
I
fucking
have
Yeah,
a
don't
why
have
would
question
it.
as
we?
That's a
well.
goddamned lie.
I
I have
don't
a
trust the
question as
word
well.
of a nobleman. That means nothing to me.
I have a
That she
question as well,
shuts up.
Baron.
Hey, we make Barovia great again.
Yeah. Barovia! I love it. As soon as he says, we make Barovia great
You
again,
hear me, guys?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, gotcha.
that's
Yeah, I've been trying
make
multiple times to
Barovia
say.
great
I have a
again. That's
question as well, Baron.
Mabaga. Hold on, that's Mabaga. And as soon as you say that, I stand up and I salute. Barovia!
And he raises his glass.
Barovia!
Barovia and Caddy Bree.
I
and
believe Chuck
straw
had
chair
something
moment. I'm sorry,
going
yeah.
And now
on.
Chuck.
Chuck, you
Go
had
ahead, Chuck.
you had a signal issue there. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask the Baron a question as well. So I say, I also have a question. Why can't you go inside the chapel?
The questions you ask got deep in my family history, and I prefer that this conversation, at least this particular topic of the conversation, be put to a halt at that, out of respect.
Oh no. No, 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 no. No.
So you're saying that basically you can't enter the chapel or you would take the sword already. Is that correct?
Very
Right? Yeah,
good.
you got me because I already told you that a couple times. That's why I know you have the sword, and I'm more than willing
Oh,
to rip all of your throats out right now if we can't come to a deal. Because I think
Herr,
that
I'm
down
in
the
I
road, if
favor
I
of
get you
not
out of
having
here,
my
right,
Herr,
about it.
Herr,
I'm in favor of not having my throat ripped out.
but
Catwoman. How about that? I like this
excuse me,
Catwoman.
Herr Baron. You know as well as we all know, in the art of negotiation, threats have the opposite effect.
Yeah, we can
And
rip your throat out.
We can do
but
something when
Certainly
but
it's
try.
what is that, Baron? What is that going to get us when we both exercise a cataclysmic conflict? We'll destroy the whole castle. That's not going to help. It's better for us to work together.
Right. I have given you enough information, and you have given
Okay,
me
so what's
none.
the
You have
offer?
given
So
me
You have
what's the
given us
offer?
no
no
You haven't given us
proof
information.
that
anything.
you have the Sun Sword in the possession, except for the dust and bones in the sanctuary of Castle Ravenloft.
Okay, let's assume we have like we said, let's assume we have the alleged weapon. What are you willing to give us for it?
Well,
Someone has to take
once
the first step here.
you stop asking me the same question 10 times in a row and getting the same answer, and you give me the proper
You're not giving us an
respect,
answer.
and you show me proof that you have the Sun Sword in your possession, because I am trying real hard.
Forgive me. If you were immortal, you'd be blowing a vein now. That's not healthy for you, sir. I don't know. Your vampire physiology is very strong, but
Fuck
certainly
do you
being
I
know
stressed
about it?
out like this is not
I
helpful.
think what this dinner needs, everybody's getting a little tense. How about some music? And I pull out my bagpipes.
Oh no!
Everybody
No!
cringes,
I
Everybody
but
agree.
Strahd
Let him
slows
do
is
it.
like,
down.
Strahd actually
Let him do
smiles.
it.
Maybe
He's like,
No!
huzzah!
how
Oh,
about some music?
you're a band? Does everybody play?
Yes.
Yes, we
No.
play a little bit. I play the drums,
I
No,
play the
no.
backflippy.
but
Pinka's
Let's
got
just let Pi do some
her
solo work.
Pie is
yeah, let me I would like to just bring the tensions down. Everybody loves a little music, and I pull out my bagpipes, and I'm gonna play like some version of like "Oh Danny Boy," something to just like calm down the tensions in this room.
and Herr Baron, why don't you accompany her in a duet? Maybe you can be on the organ while she's playing the pipes. You guys can play together.
You
I'm
want to
rolling
jam
my
with me?
bagpipes. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
let's have
jam
some music.
together.
Let's have some music.
Well,
And while she
I
says,
rolled a 15
I
on
have
my
to be the singer in
bagpipes.
that case.
nice.
I'm the front man if we're gonna jam.
Yeah,
Okay, and
yeah, you're jamming.
I'll be the percussionist. Is that okay, Baron?
Yes. Hey, you're the band. Just you guys know what to do. All right, do your thing, and I'm gonna get ready. All right, let's jam. All right, let's jam. Now we're on the
Whatever.
same page. And he slams the rest of the blood in his glass
Yep.
to the head.
Yeah. Oh, and as he slams it, I say, "To your unhealth, Baron," and I drink as well the juice.
I've already
So
started playing the bagpipes.
while that's going on, Chuck is like asking himself what is going on. So I will telepathically just speak to. I will just telepathically speak to the Baron and say, "Hey, I have a question about this sword in the chapel again. So, say we do have this sword. You do realize that we will do whatever we need in order to put it back in the chapel if we get into a fight, right? All the leverage is in our hands. You should probably find a more approachable method of this conversation."
Not even listening. He is lost in his notes. He's scribing.
Awesome. I'm taking a
Eric
short
said
rest.
he's going to be singing. Yeah, he
Oh,
totally
he's
ignored
singing.
you.
The
Like
Baron's gonna.
he's
The
somewhere
Baron's
else.
gonna be singing and not playing on the organ, or is he gonna do both?
Oh yeah, he's
Like
actually
Billy
at the
Joel.
organ. His back was turned to Chuck the entire time. That's probably why he didn't pay attention. He's
Oh,
lost his own thing. Is this okay? I have it. I need this.
okay.
I need the bagpipes in the key of bagpipe. Can we do that?
Got it.
What's your name again?
Absolutely have
I'm
that.
already
The
playing.
bagpipe girl.
I'm already playing.
All right.
I've got that going.
She rolled a four. She rolled a, what did you roll? A 16? 14?
15 on the bagpipes.
15 on the pipe. She's getting better.
On the
Oh my
pipes.
God.
Oh my God,
And
that's good enough to back up Strahd.
that's right. And I'm playing on my drums, just a little simple beat.
Okay. Okay. So
My
give me a
bongo.
performance check on your your bongo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
Thrain's just
performance
gonna
on
look,
that.
lean
Good
over
thing.
towards Whisper and go, "What the hell have we gotten ourselves into?"
Exactly.
Like you bought
I
yourself
don't
some.
know.
Yep.
I'm
Welcome to
literally
the party,
eating though.
guys. Welcome to the party.
Okay,
This is a thing.
I need Palin to roll a performance. That 14. Okay, so okay.
Caddy Bree.
Oh, that's right, Caddy. Yeah, it's a thing.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. This is a band. So, uh, the
And what
the
about for
the
the
bongo,
Baron?
the bongo. He didn't roll yet because we're talking about the introduction, right? When the bagpipes
Yes.
kick in, and then like
Mm-hmm.
the
The bongo.
the bongo. It's actually, you know what, the the bagpipe are tight in the bongo. While while the beat's not fancy, it's solid enough. And then Strad von Zarvik, booyah, 19 on the die for performance.
Oh boy.
Oh,
And
hooray for the Baron.
he starts singing. Now, I am not going to fucking sing this to you. Okay? Like, I, I mean, I could, but
There.
I'm not gonna. I could, though. Maybe I
Well,
will.
yes,
I
you
don't know.
can, and
Maybe
you
I will.
should.
Maybe I will sing some fucking parts. I don't fucking know. But I got this song. And the Baron, he says, so this song, he speaks over the band. His voice echoes throughout the perfect acoustics of the dining room. He says, I call it Irina, my eternal moon. I see you now as once before. His voice is melodious as a love reborn yet lost once more, and the face of one who stole my breath yet flees into the arms of death. The gods may mock, the fates may jeer, but still your name is all I hear. Irina, bound by cruel design, yet no, sweet love, you shall be mine. No plague, nor priest, nor fleeting time shall steal you from this love of mine. Through veil of night and crimson flood, I carve our bond in tears of blood. Should I sing the last verse?
Yes, please. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
The walls may rise and the doors may close, those souls silent rose. Your heart will beat within my keep, and love will wake what dares not to sleep.
Wow. And I stand up and I start clapping and screaming, and I reach out with my hand forward to the sky and I yell, Barovia!
I
Suburbia!
will I will set my bagpipes down and walk over to him, and I will actually take his hand, and I will say,
Like a corpse.
I apologize for not recognizing the depth of your love for Irina. You have caused her family a lot of strife,
But
but I
you
think we
have,
can work something out.
and, and Baron, you have given her something that she can never, ever, possibly ever have had. You have given her a life of eternity.
And meanwhile, the Baron is only focused on the throbbing vein that only he can see on the side of Pie's neck. It's like he
Yeah,
doesn't even hear
the
anything you said.
veins. Remember, I'm already like cursed with death. So my veins probably don't look good to him.
Yeah, she's cursed.
Oh, oh, oh. Believe me,
So,
Strahd seems to realize that, being that, well, you're all here.
well, Baron, great show. We did
Okay,
really well
Baron.
together. We were really doing well. Let's get down to business. Let's work out a deal. Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's pour
How much
another
are
one, shall we?
Hey guys, take a pause for a second and let us handle while you were thinking what we are doing. Is that okay?
Band
Yeah,
meeting, well, I pour some more blood. Wine.
go for it? Go for
fine.
it. Dark red
Band meeting.
vintage. Dark red
So
vintage, Baron.
while they're singing and doing their performance, I will contact telepathically with uh, Vinka, Whispers, and Thrain and say, so what's the plan, guys? Do we kill him? Do
I think
we
we're
throw
gonna.
the,
Ugh, I'm up for killing him.
do we throw the sword back into the chapel?
But is it really the sword that we have?
We don't
Just
know.
for in case he hears our conversation, let's say that no.
We simply just do not know.
Um, I am, while they're singing, going to pull out my dagger that has the +3
Yep.
hilt on it now and use it to pick at my
Yep.
fingernails.
It's not in your, it's in mine now.
No,
Nope.
I have a dagger
No.
and
Okay,
you have
okay,
the
okay.
sword too. So this is just the one hilt that we found two hilts in that temple
Yeah.
so far.
He doesn't know that there's two, actually. We're not there,
Yeah.
but I'm just commenting
He
that
didn't
there are
tell us
two.
there were two. He just said there was a sword, and we only found hilts. So we don't even know if it's
Yes.
the right thing. But
That's right. By
yeah,
the
I'm
way,
Yeah.
just gonna.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but who are the two PCs, remind me, that actually have those hilts upon their
I have the
person?
sword.
You
I
have
have the
one of
sword.
them?
The sword of +3 and +5 to undead.
Yeah, and
Vinka,
I have the other
you have the
hilt.
other.
And
Okay.
that's what I'm pulling out that dagger and I'm gonna use it to like how people use daggers to like pick at the shit under their fingernails. I'm gonna be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We searched that whole area very, very, very thoroughly. And that's what we found, these two hilts or attachments to the hilts that gives it the sun type radiant property.
Well, we don't that's not what we found out when we were
That's we don't.
investigating
Yeah, we
them.
don't know that. All we know is that we found the two hilts,
Mm-hmm.
and they do extra damage against undead.
Well,
They're
it is
we don't
possible
know
that
that
we missed
ingredient.
the sword. Well, we missed this. Well, we saw that it was the name of it, inferring that, but we did search, but maybe it's still down there. Maybe he wants a different item altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, right.
and
Well,
by the
that's why
way,
she's pulling out her.
Yeah.
that identification on those hilts, right?
Hmm.
I, I don't know if we went over this before, but these things require some type of attunement.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
we did.
Yeah,
attuned
we
to
After
my
that's
our
what we
short
sword.
did
rest.
during our short rests.
That
Yeah,
would
I
take.
didn't take the short rest because I was attuning.
Okay, so what we would have missed during that attunement, and I know you're having your little band meeting here, and I'm sorry I have to interrupt with like technical details, right?
No, no, absolutely. Go
But
ahead.
when it came to the attunement, if were you trying to attune to that thing as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was gonna do was I didn't. Okay, out of game, I couldn't really. I couldn't think like who should be blessed with the sun sword. So what I wanted to do is play a little game with it and throw like a couple of them out there and make one of them kind of like a fugazi, a false sun sword. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna retcon that during the attunement earlier on. We're gonna play this out a little bit. One of the attunements failed and your hilt fizzled out, while the other one
Oh.
actually attunes and fixes to your main blade. So, uh, here's how we do it. Okay, we're just gonna roll the dice. It's a dice game. We're we're gonna keep our faith in the scrying tray and throw some bones in it, and we're gonna use the roll 20 scrying tray because I want my players to roll against each other. You guys can have a roll off. All right. So,
Roll off.
ladies first. Roll a 1d100.
Oh,
Oh,
I was
on
like,
the
Chuck
under.
already jumped the gun on rolling something, but
Jenny jumped in.
Yeah, because as soon as
Oh,
it said that,
oh,
yeah, of course.
freaking
As
A,
soon as it
man.
said that we need to roll
92.
for it, we knew I'm losing.
92. Go ahead and let's
92.
see. He could beat it. You never
You
know.
could.
Guys, I knew it.
That does not look like he's beating that.
As
At
soon
Nope.
as it said that
Nope.
we roll for it, I knew that this is the result.
All right. So what did you roll?
2.
A 2 out of
If Danny
100.
Oh,
rolled a
if
2.
the inverse was true, you'd be the winner because you would be closer.
Vinka,
No,
what's
But
if it was the inverse, I would roll a 98.
yes,
Vinka, what's your main blade?
My main thing is a quarter staff, but the only other blades I have are daggers.
Okay. The
Well, I have a
hilt
sickle, but I don't use it. Yeah.
during attunement, it naturally attuned to one of your daggers, and it merged. The hilt merged with the hilt of your dagger. Now you have the sun dagger. That's right. And as a matter of fact, that dagger has grown into a short sword. That's right.
Oh,
It's
okay.
oh, now you have a
you've
sword.
actually had the sun sword on you
The
the
whole
entire
time?
time,
Oh, okay.
and that's just the way it is.
Okay.
You just
Now,
didn't have
is
the
it?
hilt. You just
She
didn't have the
didn't
proper hilt.
activate it though. She didn't activate the radiance on it yet, right?
No, so during that rest period that we had,
No one's.
I was figuring out what the hilts were and attuning to them. So if what we're now retconning into it is that Chuck's fizzled out and disappeared, and then my dagger turned into a short sword with this hilt on it.
Yep.
So
And you have the sun sword.
this is the sun sword.
Yep.
Okay.
So the old rules for the sun sword. I'm breaking out the old first edition pamphlet here for us. The sun sword is actually on the very last, well, actually second to last page of Venture, and the sun sword. It's basically you understand that is a magical longsword or a short sword. Nobody's really sure. Okay. And
Okay.
as far as like the prime material world is concerned, and the blade itself is now formed in some type of like crystalline steel, and the hilt is now seemingly made of like a platinum like steel. Yeah, it glows with a dim blue light most of the time, but only when it's unsheathed. Okay, and you know that the sun sword is a +2 sword against all creatures except undead. In fact, when within 30 feet of any undead, the blade an extremely brilliant light. Like the light glows wildly, and it becomes a +3 blade versus undead.
And plus 5 damage, right?
That's
Right.
no,
Plus
okay,
No,
plus
it's
that's
3
plus
to hit,
three.
plus
it was
5 to
It's +3.
oh, plus 3 on
Plus
everything.
three,
Plus 3
plus
to
three
hit,
damage.
plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And
last session you said it was a +3, +5.
Yeah,
oh,
that's why I
That
mentioned
was the
that. You
great
said
talk version, guys.
you know what?
No,
If
he said it was for the dagger as well.
if my
I
no,
have good
if the
notes.
group note taker said +5,
that's what you said.
then that's
Yeah.
what I said. Okay. and
So
I'm
are
not
you
going to audit
abiding by
that.
that, or
I
are we
will
doing our
abide by
rules?
that. I will abide by that. Another thing that I'm going to put out there is that when the sword is unsheathed, you can turn that light off and on at will, except for when there's undead in the area and it suddenly starts to glow like Sting or something. You know what I mean?
Okay, and light
Okay.
goes out to 60 feet radius or 30 feet? 30 regular, 30 dim?
Like a torch, so it'd be more like 15.
Okay.
Okay. Can
All right,
turn light
let's.
on.
Are we ready to go back in game now?
Well, that would
So
change this entire
Right, that would
encounter
change
because
her action.
yeah,
I delete the sword I have.
Yeah, you
I
delete that.
Yep. Goodbye.
Now remember, Pie, Caddybree, and the Baron are just jamming and having a good time, and you guys are discussing what to do.
Mm-hmm.
uh
Yeah, this whole
well,
conversation started with me asking the group, so do we kill him? And then after we started conversing about it, I will say now with the clangers, I mean, we could always just throw the dagger into the chapel, the short sword
yeah,
into the chapel, and then it's good.
I was thinking I could just run away into the chapel with it while they when they start jamming.
Speaking of jamming, Strahd is now tinkering around with some diminished scales on his organ.
Okay.
Maybe we should
I'll,
let Whispers
I'll
do
keep
it.
playing with him.
Okay.
Uh, uh
Go ahead, performance check. See how good this side jam is.
Side jam performance check.
Side jam
Oh,
is
we're doing a
raspberry.
side jam now.
Oh no.
Well,
did you lose
here we
your
Natural
go.
one.
And he rolled like over a 20 to 17 plus whatever his performance check
What did
is
I
without looking
roll?
it up, so he rolled really well.
Oh, I
And
rolled a 17. I'm doing better. I
okay,
got natural rhythm.
so what happens is the drummer saves the bagpipes. Have you had a good enough drummer in the band to save the song when one of the strings fucks up or something and it doesn't miss a beat, right? So what happens is Caddy is able to, with a roll like that, is able to attempt to save Pie's performance on the bagpipes with a little bongo fill, and then Pie, go ahead and roll another performance check.
Right, because you got to get back into it. Come on, you can do it.
Jesus. Roll two.
Yes.
All
I
right, that's
had
it.
one good song in me. That's it. That's all I had.
I thought you were showing improvement, and now you've regressed again.
And Strahd, he's giving you that
Sorry.
evil look now, a very cold look.
Yeah,
uh
I hang my head in shame. And I was like,
so
I'm sorry.
And
I'm so sorry.
I say to the Baron, please she's practicing. She's trying her best. She's really improving. The
as
last
the
performance was really good.
as the song goes sour, I'm gonna stand up, not like fast. I'm gonna slowly stand up, like the song and music is hurting me, and be like, "I'm sorry, I need to use the washroom," and walk towards the door. I'm just gonna
The
start leaving the
doors
room.
immediately slam on their own accord. And Strahd
Mm.
says, as he turns from his organ, like I said, nobody's leaving here until we figure this out.
So you
Oh,
want
Immediately, I
me
look at
to
Rain.
you want me to pee in the corner? Is that like I can't go pee? And I will walk over to the corner and start hitching up my dress.
Yeah, maybe he has a litter box over there.
I look at
well,
Rain and
that's a
telepathically tell to
tabaxi
him,
thing.
yes, we
She's
definitely kill
humanoid.
him.
Strahd shrugs and he goes, "Hey, you do you."
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna
No,
pee in the
I
corner.
tell the Baron. I tell the Baron again. I said, we cured the vampirism for my uncle Quint. You can have a mortal life again. Wasn't that worth something to you?
Maybe a dream, no more than that.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yep, there
Yes.
you are.
Yeah, so as soon as he closed the door and said what he said, I will look at Rain, telepathically tell him, yeah, we're definitely killing him. There is no escaping from that. What's the plan?
hear him
So do
out.
you say that? Oh, but you're saying that telepathically, right?
I can't
Telepathically,
Right.
speak,
Because
yes.
you
so
do
yeah,
the
I
You
can't do
can't
telepathic
that.
thing
speak.
because you only speak the language. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right.
I cannot speak.
Okay.
It's
How,
literally a
okay,
limitation to the cargo.
Baron, how about this?
Wait, Donnie,
Go ahead.
I
I would
told
respond to
Sage.
his message simply. Listen, hear him out. We can't win this fight, lad.
Another. Okay.
All right, so I tell him, Baron, since you don't want to give an offer, I'll start. 50,000 gold pieces for the sun sword. For the sun sword.
1,000. 50,000.
Yes.
So you have it. Go ahead and
Do
give
you
me
have
proof
50,000?
that you have the sword, and I'll give you proof that I have 50,000 gold coins. Matter of fact, I'll give that to you in any domination. I can give it to you in platinum bars if that makes it easy for you.
And your promise that we leave safely out of here in one piece, no attacks, and
Alive.
alive, and you return us to the prime material plane from whence we came from.
And the blade goes with us.
And I
Well, we're giving him the blade. That's for the 50,000.
won't even turn your band into ground beef.
Well,
It can't be ground beef because
Baron,
we're not
she
cows.
tried. She tried. Pi tried
But the
very
people
hard.
that eat it will think it's beef. At first.
Well,
I was gonna say, like, I know Caddy Bree's all about the money, but honestly, if you could um enchant my bagpipes so that I'm a better player, I would. It's really all I want is to be a better musician.
I'll tell you what, Baron, we'll make it 48,000 and take 2,000 off if you can fix her bagpipes because truthfully, when she plays, it actually causes us physical harm. So if you can get her to play really well by some sort of magical uh, enchantment on the pipes, that would be great.
Totally understand if you can't. I mean, that might be beyond your power. I understand if it is. I just thought you might, being a music lover, you might help somebody who's trying. And
He
I
is
and I
trying.
put on the biggest show, like of hanging my head and cuddling my bagpipes and like acting as best as I can that this is the one thing in life that I really, really want more than anything else is to be a good musician so that I
And,
could keep up with the likes of Baron von Strahd.
yeah,
Before
and Bear,
you prove that you can be trusted, all I can offer you is the inspiration I've granted to your heart. By the way, you get a point of inspiration if you didn't already have one for Jim Strahd.
Woohoo!
yay, very
Um,
good. All right,
uh,
Baron. So you
I
can't
don't know
enchant
if
it.
gold and enchantment of bagpipes is enough. I think we also need some assurances that the town down below your castle will stop being tormented by undead every night. We need more. Money is not enough.
She does have a point.
You
Can you?
you think that your music is good enough? You can tell me what to do with my homeland. Look, that is
No.
not the deal we're negotiating. That is
I
a
don't think the
separate
music
deal.
has anything to do with anything. I think you want a sword and you think we have the sword. So we have the power in this situation.
Well, do you have the sword? Do you really have the power? Do you really? Do you really? Because
Do you
I'm the
really
one
have the
that
money?
has the gold, and you
Ba-
know that.
Baron, do you have the platinum bars?
Do you have the sword?
Do you have the
Do
bars?
you have the sword?
I'm getting
Oh, for
tired of
God's
For
sake,
argument's
somebody.
everything.
yes, we have the sword. How's that? Do you have the money?
Table. My balls are platinum. Put your balls next to mine. Maybe one day yours
But
will
we
be
don't
gold.
have. We're
Show me the
females. We don't
sword.
have balls.
Jack becomes huge. I'll go to the door and just kick the fuck out of it. Sorry for my language. My bad. My bad, guys. I
Pineapple.
apologize.
Oops.
That is just so annoyed at this
Pineapple.
point. They've been singing, and it was kind of lousy bagpipe, and it breaks his mind.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
I just tell him,
Baron,
Guidance on
get
that.
out of the door.
Okay.
Baron, let's
All right.
calm
If you
Yes,
down.
want
the
to
wrong
kick that
throw.
door open, that's going to be an athletics check, sir.
Yeah, it was the wrong throw. I
You
apologize.
do have
It can
guidance on it.
be.
No worries.
Can it be athletics as well?
I would allow athletics or acrobatics actually, because yeah, it should be. That's what it should be. It should be athletics or acrobatics. So you can do kind of
Yeah.
more
So
finesse style or strength
as
style
a giant
depending on
smite,
your approach.
and giants might have advantage on those throws, and it's just I'm more dexterous, so yeah, I'll do it in a dexterous measure. I'll jump as if I'm flying grasshopper. I'll just jump with both legs on the doors, full force.
Okay. Look, with a 10 and you're in giant form,
No.
Oh,
you can kick the
20,
doors open because they're.
22. Hold on.
Was that an advantage? Did I miss?
Yeah, because of giant might, I
Oh,
have
because giants.
advantage on those.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right. Sometimes I only listen to myself because I'm an alpha. Ladies understand men like me.
Yes, we do.
They don't so much fucking like us so much all the time.
Yeah, Chuck is being alpha
So the
at this point
22
as well.
plays. So the 22 plays, and you bang those doors open because they were not locked; they were just slammed shut, and
So you slammed
you
them
free
open.
them.
Mm-hmm. And
And
I say to the Baron, this is what I say. Okay, fine.
he stands up.
I'll show you mine
He's ready to
if you
make a
show
move.
me yours. Hmm? And she's getting angry. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I'm losing patience. I am ready to just turn you into Mia's burger. This is your last chance. Show me the
I'll tell
sword, or this
Justin.
negotiation ceases to exist.
Okay,
As do
Well,
okay.
you.
Telepathically said
okay. And
So,
telepathically said to Vinka, Vinka, the door is open.
yes,
Go.
I am going to, when he does that, I'm going to pull out the sword and then immediately turn into a panther and sprint to the door.
As soon as she gets out, I'm shutting the door closed with my own body.
I'm going for my bow. And I say, long live the revolution. There will be
Just
new leadership in Barovia.
Well, now we have to
so you
see if
don't,
I have to roll something to see if this works.
Okay, one
just
sec,
an
one sec. Hold on.
explanation.
Everybody settle down. I know this
Yeah.
is a fucking crazy situation. Okay, what's going to happen here? Chuck helped Vinka out of the dining area, right? The
Yeah,
rest
but
of
I
you are
said it the
still
wrong
in.
way. Hello. Hello, I said it the wrong way. I'm not closing the door. I'm closing the place with my own body instead of the door.
Oh, putting
That's what I
yourself in
meant.
the door.
He's
Like, okay.
blocking
Yeah,
the
exactly.
doorway with his
Yeah, I'm
huge
locking the
body.
door. I couldn't find the word.
Like the
English is
best way
better.
to play
Okay.
Diablo as a fighter.
Yes.
In other words, shite just hit the fan.
Yeah. And we fade to black because I don't know another way is possibly going to be better than that, given where we're at right here. Wow, that was a show. Ooh. Anybody lose your hats on that one? Because we were driving fast. That was a good one.
Are we still broadcasting?
Yeah, we're still broadcasting. I just like to say that I think that was a good one. And we show people how normal people
I
really
apologize for my language, guys.
fucking hey, come on, man.
I just got encouraged.
Hello,
So,
pineapple.
Yeah,
Both
totally
Broadcast.
Brian has
yeah,
marked down everybody that
absolutely.
played with the Baron as
You say
traitors.
that as I'm here trying to hand sew something, and my hands are kind of shaky because I just was like, shit, fuck, ah! And there we go.
yeah, yeah.
I got the adrenaline rush from doing Telly saying what my character would do.
And what is Caddy Bree
You,
saying to
you
you?
know you're doing some good hacker work when your hand is shaking on the mouse and the keyboard.
Yeah.
What was Caddy Bree's last words? She stood up, saluted, and said, long live the revolution.
Yeah.
There'll be a new leader in Barovia.
Oh shit, that's going down. That's something else. Oh fuck. All right, hey, let's take a
Direct
bow.
challenge.
Let's take a bow. I'm
It's-
gonna hit stop, and then we're gonna keep rapping. Okay.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's a
Can you
direct
remind
step.
me, wait, for
go
my
ahead.
notes,
This
how
time.
much did we negotiate in the gold?
50,000
No, the
gold pieces for this on
negotiation, the
sale.
last offering was 48,000. The rules lawyer brought it down to 48 the last time.
No,
Yeah,
The
no,
number was
the
brought up. Oh, you brought
48,000
it down to
plus an
48.
enchantment.
he
No,
did say
48
48.
plus.
All
I
right, I'm
said
hitting stop.
48 plus. I said 48